Do you know the first words I usually hear from someone sitting across from me? My life is crazy. All I want to do is manage my anxiety better. I don't know why I always end up in toxic relationships. My husband cheated on me after everything I've done for him. I came because I had a panic attack out of nowhere. All I want is to be happy, but I don't know how. These aren't just statements, they're quiet confessions, and underneath, they all share one common belief. There must be something wrong with me. As a therapist and self-awareness expert, I've seen it again and again. What looks like success on the outside can often be a well-disguised form of survival. We are praised for being high-achieving, driven, resilient, but inside, we're tired. We're on edge and afraid to be seen for who we truly are underneath the titles, the roles, the family, the smile. I used to believe I was just ambitious until I tried to launch my business. Suddenly, recording a simple video felt terrifying. I spent 3 weeks looking for microphones on Amazon. 3 weeks. I called it perfectionism, but deep down, I was scared to be seen, to be judged, and scared I wasn't enough. That's when I realized I wasn't building from a place of purpose. I was building from a place of fear. We live in a society that rewards survival-based success. But here's the catch. Success built on fear leads to temporary gratification, that this is it, emptiness, resentment, pressure to keep performing, and disconnect from who we truly are. And worst of all, we don't even remember doing it because it feels normal. My wake-up call wasn't burnout. It was my marriage. 20 years in, and suddenly we were talking about divorce. Not because we didn't love each other, but because I did not know how to stop needing to be right. Being right was my shield. If I did everything perfectly, maybe I wouldn't be abandoned again like I was when my father didn't show up as promised. Here's what I'd like you to understand. Your brain is designed to protect you. It stores everything that makes you feel unsafe, physically, emotionally, socially. And it builds something up to keep you safe, your identity. That identity, it's made from culture, family, experiences, pains, fears, and you become loyal to it, even when it no longer serves you. After all, much of that identity was built during childhood. That's why even when you gain knowledge, read the books, get the degrees, listen to all the podcasts, your nervous system still plays by the old rules because survival becomes the gatekeeper of consciousness. And if you fail to acknowledge its role in your daily decisions, it will quietly run the show, guiding your reactions, shaping your relationships, and keeping you from true joy. Let me show you how that wiring plays out. We all have the fight, flight, freeze response, how our body responds when it senses danger, physical or emotional. Well, remember my need to always be right? That wasn't confidence. That was my fight response. Instead of physical aggression, I fought with logic, with facts, with being perfect. It felt normal, even admirable, but it was pure survival, protecting me from the abandonment I feared as a child. For 20 years, this looked like strength, but it was slowly destroying my marriage. Here's what I learned. There's one survival response we don't talk about enough, the one that can actually save us from the others. Self-awareness. Not the kind that performs or analyzes, but the kind that pauses, that says, wait, is this really me or just a reflex? That pause is power. It's the beginning of freedom, of a self-aware identity, not one built from fear, but one chosen on purpose. This is when self-awareness becomes power. I call this shift survival-driven success versus self-aware fulfillment. Survival-driven success says, achieve more, be perfect. Wow. Self-aware fulfillment says, know and accept yourself. Choose differently. The path between them, I call these the gates of awareness, your inner checking points when something feels off. Feel free to write them down. What triggered me? What did I feel in my body? What emotions came up? What thoughts followed? What did I do next? These 5 questions, when practiced regularly, they will change your life. Awareness opens the door to choice. But awareness alone is not enough. Once you begin noticing your gates, what triggers you, what sensations arises, what thoughts follow, you start to reclaim your ability to choose by naming what's happening inside you. From that place, you can ask yourself, what would I rather feel instead? This is where I introduce a method I coined, the recycling technique. It's simple yet powerful. When feeling stressed, upset, or full of self-doubt, your brain tends to stay stuck there. But here's what neuroscience has discovered. Thinking your way out of these emotions doesn't always work, but you can feel your way out. The recycling technique works by taking an emotion you have felt in a past experience, like confidence or peace, and reel it into your current struggle. You're retraining your brain through emotions, not affirmations. Let me show you. Right now, I'm feeling the nurse from beyond the stage. So I'm going to recycle. I am thinking of a moment when my daughter's doctor insisted on a treatment. I don't know, it wouldn't work. I've tried it before. At that moment, I found my voice and said, no, we're not doing that. That quiet, but absolute certainty. I can feel the strength in my body right now, and I bring it here to this moment with you. That's not positive thinking. That's emotional rewiring. You're teaching your nervous system, I have felt strong before. I can feel strong now. You're not pretending. You're recycling a truth your body already knows. So what if your greatest purpose isn't to succeed? What if it's to surrender? To let go of who you had to become to create space for who you truly are. Because when you surrender survival, you make room for peace, you make room for fulfillment, you make room to lead, not from a place of fear, but from truth. I haven't stopped being driven, but now it's not fear what drives me. It's clarity, it's alignment, it's love. And you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to earn your worth. You just have to remember who you were before the world told you whole to be. And choose her again. Thank you.